we're emanating a sense of embodiment. That's it. That's the word that just comes through with each piece. So that I didn't feel like I was carrying you as the accompanist. It just felt like, it was a true duet. Especially in the last piece. That piece really, at least in its current form, is some really heavy lifting. I mean, to be able to hold that level of focus and to adhere to long spanses of really quiet singing and soft singing, loud singing, that really is big work for a vocalist. And that felt really completely embodied.
What worked for me was very clear, precise enunciation and diction. There was no question that we wouldn't be able to understand any of the lyrics. It was very.
Can we all get an amen on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Amen. Right on.
Yeah, what also worked for me with regards to the dynamic range was I felt that, especially in the quiet parts, your tone was very supported and the right amount of vibrato. It wasn't like too much or too little. It was very pleasing.
What was missing for me is there were parts in Bridge Over Troubled Water where you got loud, and I felt this power that was somewhat held back, and I wanted to hear more of that. We've talked about the dramatic focus that you held in that piece.
Yeah,
there was like stretch space in the loud parts.
Yeah. Or to be more rigorous, what was missing?
What was missing? Yes, that
was the fulfillment of what you were beginning to put out when things got big.
That's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You really wanted the whole point of describing it this way is that Sonia gets to be in the presence of that. Like, oh my God, they began to get how big I felt, but it didn't quite come across.
I would have liked even more eye contact. You were giving a lot of eye contact, but I would have liked even more eye contact. And I think the music stand that was along with it, because part of the time you were looking down at the stand, so get rid of it.
The combination of some of the reharm, but a lot of it is the creating individual textures. I mean, each verse has a very specific texture, including tempo and density. And man, by the time I'm in the third verse, I mean, I'm in a really different state. My prescription is keep doing it. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Definitely.
I think what Michael does is he creates a really safe, constructive environment and then brings in really good people, and then they just make magic happen. You get to see them perform, you get to give your constructive feedback to them, and they give their invaluable feedback to you. I couldn't recommend it more.
It was a pleasure, surprisingly a pleasure to go through the 8 hours, but it went by quickly. I was energized, motivated by the others. It was really motivating for me to put together 3 tunes, perform those tunes, to have the deadline, to make the commitment to do it. And there were a bunch of surprises along the way, including just, a good sense of camaraderie and community amongst the participants. So I recommend it. Thank you.